The killing in African countries' history. This can cover a very broad and tragic range of events from colonial-era massacres to post-independence conflicts, genocides, civil wars, and political violence. Africa's history has been marked by both resilience and suffering, and understanding the killings means examining specific contexts. Below is an overview of major episodes of mass killings or violence in African history, grouped by historical periods. 1. Colonial-era violence, late 1800s to 1960s. During the scramble for Africa 1880s–1914, European powers brutally conquered and controlled African territories. Congo Free State 1885 to 1908 under King Leopold II of Belgium, an estimated 10 million Congolese died due to forced labor, starvation, and violence linked to rubber and ivory exploitation. Herero and Nama genocide 1904 to 1908 in German Southwest Africa. Modern Namibia. German colonial troops killed 60,000 to 100,000 Herero and Nama people. Considered the first genocide of the 20th century. Maji Maji Rebellion 1905 to 1907 in German East Africa, now Tanzania. Colonial forces crushed an uprising, killing about 250,000 Africans, mostly through famine. British and French colonial repression in Kenya. Mau Mau Uprising, 1952–60. Algeria 1954–62 and Madagascar 1947. Colonial powers used torture, executions, and massacres against independence movements. 2. Post-independence conflicts 1960s to 1990s. After independence, many African countries experienced civil wars, coups, and ethnic conflicts, often worsened by Cold War politics. Nigerian Civil War. Biafran War, 1967 to 1970. Over 1 to 3 million people, mostly civilians, died due to famine and fighting after Biafra attempted to secede. Ethiopian Red Terror 1977–1978. The Derg regime under Mengistu Haile Mariam killed hundreds of thousands suspected of opposing the government. Mozambican and Angolan Civil Wars 1970s to 1990s. Both wars claimed over 1 million lives combined, fueled by Cold War superpowers. Liberian and Sierra Leonean Civil Wars 1989 to 2003 *, characterized by extreme brutality, child soldiers, and mass killings. Over * 500,000 deaths total. 3. Genocide and ethnic cleansing. Some of the most notorious killings in modern African history involve targeted extermination campaigns. Rwandan genocide 1994. In just 100 days, extremist Hutu militias killed 800,000–1 million Tutsis and moderate Hutus. Darfur genocide. Sudan, early 2000s government-backed militias Janjaweed killed 300,000+ people and displaced millions. Burundi 1972–1993. Cycles of ethnic massacres between Hutus and Tutsis led to hundreds of thousands of deaths. 4. Ongoing and recent conflicts 2000s present. Many African countries continue to suffer from localized violence, terrorism, and insurgencies. Democratic Republic of Congo. Since the First and Second Congo Wars 1996 to 2000, over 5 million deaths have resulted from war, disease, and displacement, one of the deadliest conflicts since World War II. Somalia. Decades of civil war and extremist violence since 1991 have caused hundreds of thousands of deaths. Ethiopia. Tigray War, 2020 to 2022. Fighting between federal forces and Tigrayan rebels led to hundreds of thousands of deaths, mainly civilians. Sudan. 2023. Present ongoing conflict between rival military factions SAF and RSF has caused * tens of thousands of deaths and massive displacement. 5. Broader causes. Colonial legacy. Arbitrary borders created ethnic divisions and competition for power. Political instability. Coups, one-party rule, and corruption often led to armed resistance. Resource conflicts. Control over oil, diamonds, and minerals fueled civil wars. External interference. Cold War rivalries and foreign mining interests often prolonged violence. Would you like me to create a timeline or map of major killings, conflicts in African history? That could help visualize how violence has shifted across regions and eras.
If you find this history interesting, like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. See you on our next video.